As with most entrepreneurs at the very early stages, you may have more free time than you have money and clients. So how should you market yourself? We'll be discussing 3 key tactics that, used right, can begin to ramp up your number of leads. Faris here. Marketing is fundamental to any venture, especially when you're really getting started. If people don't know about you or about your consulting services, you aren't going to be in business long. And sometimes you need to be creative and get noticed and save some money. There's an approach to marketing I love called guerrilla marketing. But what is it? Back in the 80s, advertising consultant Jay Levinson popularized the term. In short, guerrilla marketing consists of marketing strategies that require creativity and time, but little to no money to implement. Before diving into guerrilla marketing, make sure you have a professional business presence. See a link to that video in the description below. The first strategy is networking. If you just cringed a little, I totally get it. Some may call it schmoozing. How about if we just call it what it is, meeting new people for business? And when you're networking, be intentional. Decide to serve others and provide value. You want the other person to recommend you to their friends, and along those lines, be ready to reciprocate in kind, making other valuable connections for them. While it sounds simple, marketing research consistently ranks networking as a top source for business leads. Networking can begin with a simple outreach by literally reaching out to your warm list, basically reconnecting with people you already know. Contact old friends, neighbors, co-workers, bosses, schoolmates. Be authentic. Check in with them. And if they ask about what you're up to, tell them about your new business. But no sales pitch. People can smell, feel, and sense a sales pitch fast. In one of our consulting startups, my partner and I used to do this right around December. We sincerely wished people happy holidays and wanted to know what they were up to. But at the same point, we were like, hey, we started a new business. And it worked. A colleague from an old job made an introduction to a friend of his. This friend needed our services, introductions were made, and we closed the deal in January. So it was both fun and profitable to catch up. Also, find time to attend networking events where your target audience or other professionals who serve your audience get together. If you're looking to provide your professional services locally, a chamber of commerce or other local business events can provide opportunities to connect with the right business owners. One networking event I went to as a new entrepreneur was a bi-weekly business networking breakfast at 7 a.m. At the time, I hated getting up early. And for breakfast, I don't eat that early, but for leads, I did. This is part of the hustle. Ideally, you're serving clients during normal business hours and networking at other times. When you go, just talk a bit about yourself and your services, which will give you an opportunity to practice your pitch to a friendly crowd and have an elevator pitch ready to go. It was hard for me. I was still shy and I had imposter syndrome. What if I hit it off, they became a client, and I couldn't deliver? But I kept going in spite of the fear. One man, a lawyer, became a client with a sizable project, and although I was very scared, we closed the deal and delivered the project to his satisfaction. We're still friends today. One last note on networking: this isn't the time to make a hard sale. You're better off looking to serve others, make introductions, and build long-term relationships. And when networking, practice active listening for opportunities in what people are trying to say. Check out startupwithfaris.com for more resources on active listening. And if you have specific questions about how you can begin outreach to generate leads for your new consulting or professional services business, fill out the Ask Faris form at startupwithfaris.com. Let's continue. Another place to market yourself is at conferences. Look for conferences in your vertical market or adjacent to it. Most conferences typically have exhibit halls, they have vendors, they have happy hours, and other networking opportunities. The workshop and seminar portion of the conference might be expensive, but you can normally gain access to the exhibit hall for little or no money. Again, when you're there, you're refining your pitch, you're hearing from others, you're seeing what others are doing and how they're pricing. Be very disciplined in your planning. I recommend to you what I used to do myself. Before every networking event, set goals for the numbers of new people to speak with, business cards to share, or LinkedIn connections to make. You're casting a wide net and you won't know what trophies will be lurking in the depth. This concludes part 1 of this 2-part video. Here are the 2 things you can put into action right away. 1. Reach out to your warm circle of friends. and seek out networking opportunities and be prepared to serve and listen. 2, attend conferences, walk the exhibit halls, and get comfortable speaking with strangers. If you're finding these tips helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel or add a comment on YouTube. And check out startupwithferris.com to access more resources and to learn how you can give back at any stage of your startup journey.